conspiracy and theft by deception for working together to concoct the story. D'Amico and McClure always denied spending Bobbitt's money themselves, saying they were managing the money for him because of his drug habit. And that report also says the three deliberately prevented donors from gaining any additional information about that GoFundMe campaign. You know, we reached out to the attorney for the couple. He says no comment.
It's just getting more and more unbelievable day by day.
There's so many people who are on there.
Okay. Now, if you recall, I brought you this story when it happened. I talked about it, I think, in a Crowdsourced Criminal episode that I did. If you don't know what Crowdsourced Criminal is, it's a show I have. It's a series where we look at crowdsourced campaigns, typically live, and then we vote for if the campaign is good or if it's a scam or if it just sucks. And, you know, it's a live show that we do. Now, I brought this up as a good crowdsourced criminals campaign, though. You get me? I shouldn't say criminals. In every crowdsourced criminal video that I do on this channel, we try to tell you about a good GoFundMe page. And this one was a good one when we first brought it up. So what's crazy about this is that they now have charged the two people that made the campaign. There was a couple, a wife and her husband, that, you know, supposedly bumped into a homeless man named John Bobbitt or something. We'll figure it out. I'll tell you his name in a minute. Well, this whole thing went viral. News stations picked it up. Homeless man. Woman runs out of gas on the highway in a bad part of town. So a homeless man grabs a gas can, walks all the way to the gas station, takes his own money out of his pocket, even though he's homeless, and fills it up with gas, takes it back to her car, puts the gas in, says, hey, have a good one, you know, you're welcome, and leaves. I thought it was fishy. Why wouldn't this lady, who supposedly is just a normal working class woman, pay the man for the gas and reward him then? The story was that weeks later, she went and found him and brought him blankets and clothes and food, and they became best friends, and they wanted to make a GoFundMe campaign to help him out. I thought it was weird because they were in charge of the GoFundMe campaign, not him. And then they wanted to hold the money because the man's a drug addict. But he wasn't really flipping out much. Well, then he decided to sue them because they screwed him over. Now we find out, not only did those two make the entire thing up, the gas station story isn't even real. The whole thing about him walking isn't real. We also found out that the homeless man is implicated in all this, and they're being charged and sent to prison. Articles say they'll be charged with 10 to 20 years over this. Now, some people say this is bad for GoFundMe and crowdsourced campaigns in general. I completely disagree. I've been doing my best to try to expose crowdsourced campaigns from people who are liars, who bring things up, who bring things up that, like, they will give, like, you know, they're going to save the world, they're going to rescue all the kids in the world, they're going to do all these crazy things if you donate to them. And I've tried to call those people out and say, look, you're abusing crowdsourced campaigns just to make money by pulling at people's heartstrings. This is the ultimate story of abusing people's heartstrings, hitting them where, you know, hitting them right there and getting them emotionally invested in a story so that they can get money out of them and lying about the whole thing. You got to understand here, when you see a GoFundMe campaign, it's got to make sense. It shouldn't have questions, and you shouldn't just donate because a news story or because you're hyped up about it. You really should look into these GoFundMe campaigns, these crowdsourced campaigns, because there eventually is going to be some type of action done. What always happens on the internet, a bunch of scammers, just like with YouTube, a bunch of scammers will come in and start BSing over topics, and so YouTube will start demonetizing those topics. And it may affect a couple scammers, but it ends up affecting a bunch of good, hardworking YouTubers also. Same thing's going to happen in the GoFundMe, or I'm sorry, the crowdsourced market. Anyway, let's find out about this, though, because I brought you this story. I was really interested in the story because I thought it was a really awesome story until it all didn't really add up and make sense. Questions were there the whole time. Now we know the truth, that they lied about it all. It was a feel-good story. I'm not going to read the whole article. I just want to give you the first part of it. A feel-good story for the ages. Homeless military veterans random act of kindness, and a New Jersey couple intent on helping him. They rose $400,000 in money on GoFundMe really quickly due to viral articles having to do with the GoFundMe campaign. Here's where it gets interesting. Here's the change that's just coming out in the news. prosecutors say that Mark D'Amico, Kate McClure, and Johnny Bobbitt Jr. fabricated the entire story in an effort to raise money for themselves. Paying it forward story that drove this fundraiser might seem too good to be true, the Burlington County prosecutor Scott Cafina said at a press briefing in Mount Holly, New Jersey on Thursday afternoon. Unfortunately, it was. Now listen to this. The entire campaign was predicated on a lie. Okay. 3 were charged with second-degree conspiracy and theft by deception. If convicted on all charges, D'Amico, McClure, and Bobbitt would each face 10 to 20 years. 10 to 20 years. McClure and D'Amico surrendered to authorities on Wednesday. So McClure and D'Amico, the wife and husband. But Bobbitt Jr. was taken into custody on Wednesday, Philadelphia, where he was awaiting an extradition hearing. Coffin said that less than an hour after the couple's online campaign went live, McClure, this is where it's insane. After an hour of it going live on GoFundMe, McClure, so I think that's the wife, right? I think, texted a friend and told them the story of Bobbitt assisting them was fake, and this is what the text message said. Okay, so wait, the gas part is completely made up, but the guy isn't? McClure wrote, according to prosecutors, I had to make something up to make people feel bad. Did you hear that? They had to make this up to make people feel bad. Why? Well, when they feel bad for people, they donate. It's crazy. It's insane. I did not expect this twist. For one, all of us were wondering if they were even going to be charged. You get me? Because it's kind of weird to see a GoFundMe campaign actually be prosecuted for them ripping people off. This kind of stuff happens all the time, you know? You see really bad campaigns all the time with people lying in them. There was one campaign that iDubbbz exposed where a man took a drone and shot it and tried to pretend like people were trying to like come on his land and stuff to help his GoFundMe campaign get in the news. And the entire time that the news interviewed him about this drone flying over his property, recording his property, the entire time this news agency was questioning the man, he was shouting out his GoFundMe campaign, right? And it turned out that they debunked that guy because the drone that got shot out of the air was really crappy, and the video from the drone was really bad. But when the guy was showing video of the drone, it was a really nice drone, so they could tell the man switched the drone out with like a cheap drone and shot it because he didn't want to bust his real drone, and he got himself busted. But usually things like that don't get prosecuted. This is kind of massive, and I think it'll maybe clean up crowdsourcing a little, but not really. I mean, you go to crowdsourced websites, which include such websites as GoFundMe, Kickstarter was the big first one, right? Indiegogo. All of these are crowdsourced. Patreon. All of these are crowdsourced websites where you can offer services, or you could tell people what you do, whether you're a musician, whether you're a painter, whether you're a YouTuber, regardless of what. You could even do it if you draw pictures or make like necklaces and stuff. And people pledge through these campaigns to help you do what you're doing because they want your product. It's a great idea, and it kind of subverts the whole thing of advertising, and it helps small businesses become big businesses overnight. We've seen that happen countless times over. But we also have seen many GoFundMe campaigns, Kickstarter campaigns, and Patreon accounts for people who don't provide any service, who barely do anything at all, and make thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, there is one thing that a lot of those campaigns have in common. They typically focus on a lie or an idea or some emotional thing. So all I say to you, it's not bad to donate. You got to, man. I mean, it's good. It's what drives this type of new commerce, right? It's what helps these small businesses get into the mind's eye of the public and also succeed. But do a little bit of digging before you donate, right? Just look at what they've done. Look at the past. Look at what they're giving. Look at and see if they're being transparent about the entire thing, or if it's just really shoddily put together. Because you never know. Is the next crowdsourced campaign that you donate to going to turn out to be a group of crowdsourced criminals? That was a cheap way of me putting the title into the statement. Let's go to the live chat and see what you have to say at the end of this, and then I'm getting out of here. But don't worry, I won't. I think I'm going to go to Twitch and Periscope to stream to make some YouTube videos. We're going to make YouTube videos live over there. We actually planned this out yesterday. Live chat time. Let's go. Thanks for being here and watching. Oh, and before we go to the live chat, let me say, if anyone would like to, I haven't mentioned my PayPal account in like a month because I forget. So I don't want to forget now because it's that time of the month. If you want to donate to help us, we've got years and years, thousands of videos you can check on to look at our background. But no, if you do donate, all your money is going to go towards is us doing more shows. We're not going to save the world. We're not going to help homeless people as much as I'd love to. We're just going to do content with the donations you give us. Just being straightforward with you. It's www.paypal.me/UNIRock. You can send super chats also if you're more comfortable doing that. And there's a join button on the front of my channel. You can see it underneath every video and on the front of the channel. It's a lot easier to join the channel now if you want access to emojis and to support us monthly with a $5 donation. That's how much it costs. Anyway, let's go to the live chat and see what you guys want to add in. Type the word UNIRock so it tags me. Hey, Burnt Toast. Hey, buddy. See, that's the one good thing about GoFundMe. When these types of bad things happen, there's protection on GoFundMe. So yes, people will get their money back, and they probably will get, GoFundMe will definitely get whatever money they can get from these people back. So that's good. Okay, I have to get a new card, and I'm real sick, says Chessie. Oh, I hope you feel better, Chessie. I've got a cold. Anybody notice? I had a mess. My cold was bad yesterday. I feel a little better today, but my goodness. I got some Ricola cough drops. So in case I get bad again tonight, I can combat that cold. Okay, make pot legal. It frees up judges to rule on real crime, says Affluent. Saggy says people are going to get their money back from GoFundMe, and it's good news. It really is. I've been in bed for weeks, sick, says Chessie. I hope you feel better, Chessie. I've been sick myself. I'm trying to kick through it. I am making. Okay, I don't want to read about people producing weed stuff because in some states it's not legal yet. What up, Uni? What up, peeps? Hey, Broken. Good to see you. See you on Twitch, says Saggy. Hey, see you there. I just need to get well enough to get to the bank. We all do, Chessie. We all do. Me too. I follow a lot of different people. I hate all the nasty. Don't always agree with Uni, but still a rocker. Well, we love having you, Kiki. We're glad you're here. This is silly, but he's not kin to John Bobbitt from a few years ago. Be even stranger if he was. No, it would. I don't think so, but that would freaking just take this story into the freaking weird zone, man. The Twilight Zone. Kristen says, you sounded bad last night for sure. I'm glad you're feeling better. Hey, don't be fooled. I don't feel that much better. I still have a cold, if you can hear it, right? Okay. So, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you hanging out, watching this. Please press the like button. Please press the share button. Get this story out there. Show people. Because this is the kind of good thing. I know. How are 3 people going to prison a good thing? They need to do their debts to society for lying and ripping people off. Hey, Sheila Hammond. Thanks for joining the channel. You get emojis and access to member-only live chat once a month of a member-only video. And we're making a member room in our Discord. It should be up by next week, where once a month we're going to do a member-only live chat where we all talk to each other if you want to. So thanks for joining the Rocka Squad. Okay, like I said before, I'll be back. I got a lot of different topics to hit on. I'm going to just upload some videos. We might premiere them. And we're going to be live again, all right? So don't worry. We'll be back. We're going to be on Twitch at the link right here, UNIRocktv. We are affiliated on Twitch now. You can send bits. You can subscribe on Twitch if you want to. I'd rather have you join on YouTube because you know how Twitch is. It's really twitchy. You get me? You never know what happens over there. YouTube is our home base. Thanks, Sheila. There's the notification. And also, of course, you could help us out, and it would be very awesome. Although you should never help anyone on the internet unless you can get by yourself and still save money at the end of the month. Take care of yourself before you donate to any YouTuber. But if you want to donate to us, you could donate on PayPal, and it would immensely help us out for the next couple days. Only if you can. and make sure you look into me before you do. I'll be back soon. I'm not gone long because I like you. I love you. I want some more of you. So I'll be back very, very soon. Until I get here, though, be nice in the comments. Those are people on the other side, so you should always be kind. Oh, really? Well, listen to where have you been now, Biz? You want to tell everybody? Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, Oh, yeah, that was horrible, right? So if you didn't notice, Busy's been gone for about 4 days. And yesterday night, right at the end of the stream, it was like 2 or 3 a.m., he like drags himself up the stairs. He's like completely smashed. He argued with me for a minute. But good things happened because last night, Busy promised, you did too. Just because you were drunk does not mean you don't have to follow your word. Busy promised he's going to be here for every show. He's going to be running the soundboard again. He's going to be doing his part. He's back. He's got his microphone. He's just not drunk yet. He's just a little bit drunk right now. You know he has to get super drunk before he actually does his job. I'm out of here, guys. I'll be back really soon. Thank you. You rock. I appreciate you. www.paypal.me/UNIROCK if you want to help out. And I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Where's your God now?
Start it from the beginning. Quit messing things up, Busy. Whatever.
Where is your God now?